Brilliant. Okay. All right, guys. So today we're going to do another circuit routine for mainly for sort of our upper body. We're going to include a little bit of glutes and some core as well. So we're going to do the usual sort of setup. We're going to do sort of three sort of little circuits. And we do 3 sets of each circuit. So each circuit's got 3 exercises. I'm just going to go through the first round, so nice and easy, just to get used to the exercises, and try to work harder on the last 2 sets of each one. And if you've done this before, you'll remember how it is. So our first exercise is a glute bridge with crossed over legs. So get onto your backs, your heels quite nice and close to your bum. This is going to work your glutes. Cross one leg over, and then push your heel in and lift. And just have a nice high pelvis, and then back down. That's 1, that's 2, 3. Just really feel it in your glute rather than your hamstring. 4, 5. Just really open up your hips as well as activate your glutes. We're going to do 10 each side.
Easy bubble.
Hold it at the top, nice and straight. And 1 more for me this side. And then swap legs. Get your heel nice and close to your bum. And move mainly from your hip. Lift up nice and high hips at the top. That's 1. And nice and controlled. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so we're going to go into downward dog and cobra again, but we normally do for warm-ups. So nice deep stretch. Downward dog, and then go into cobra. Point your toes. Up into downward dog again. Just get the whole body moving. Downward dog. Point your toes and just really stretch out through your core. Look up at the sky. Up into downward dog again. Make sure you've got your nice space with your hands. Wiggle around and just feel your hamstrings and everything open up. Come back down to cobra. Up. Just hang out. One more of these. Just light squats, just to continue to warm up.
And then we're done.
Okay, nice wide squats. Toes pointing forward. Make sure you're standing up nice and straight at the top, and then go down into a squat, and then come back up. Just get nice and straight here, tall in your core, and then back down. 5.
I don't know whether my back's straight or not.
6.
Coming forward. Yeah.
7.
Can't do that without.
8.
Yeah.
9. And just hold it at the bottom, stretch your hips out, and then back up. Okay, so that's a quick warm up. We're going to go into our first exercise of our circuit now. So this is going to be another bridge variety, but bridge where you've got your leg extended. So into bridge like so. So down. So have your foot straight here. Use the power of your glute to push up. That's 1. 2. 3. And do 10 each side. 4, 5, 6, keep nice and high. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Swap over the legs. And then to the ground, extend the leg and push up with your glutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So the second exercise is called a sprinter's lunge. So start like you're going to do a sprint. Touch the ground just in front of your toes. Feel like your knee connects with your arm. That's about as far as I want you to take your knee forward. I don't want it to go any further than this. Just touch the ground, back leg nice and straight, like you're going to start a sprint. Then come up. And touch the ground again, as you were, and then back up. And just really feel it here in your glutes. So that's, oh, so that's 3. Keep your weight forward. 4. Keep your body leaning forward so you can really feel it here. That's it. 5, 6, 7, 8. Just keep your knees slightly soft when you come up to the top. And 10. So that's swap legs. So again, go down into that sprint motion again. Roughly here. So you know how far to take your knee. Straighten the back leg. And then come up. Soft knee here when you're at the top. 1, 2. If it helps, poke your thumb into your side of your hip to feel your glute working. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Next exercise is a press up with a release at the bottom. So we go to press up position, come all the way down till we touch the floor. Then lift your hands up a centimetre, hold it for a count of 2, put your hands back down and go up into press up. Okay, so go for as many reps as you can. We're aiming for about 10 or so. So where we go, down and hands up, 1, 2, up, back down, hands up, 1, 2, just pause at the top. 4, 5, 6.
Hey, I'm managing full press-ups, girls.
7. If you can't do full press ups, you can just go down onto your knees and do the same thing. A couple more. And that's it. That's 10 reps. So then we go back around to the glute bridge. If you have a small weight and if you feel you need, you can handle it. You can just hold it over your hips as you're doing this glute bridge. So 1 foot down, heel nice and close to your bum, leg out nice and straight. You can get your weight if you want to, you don't have to. If you're struggling with the last set, then I would leave it and then just come up. If you're struggling with one leg, just go into a normal bridge. with 2 legs.
My whole body.
That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Swap over sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's make sure you're going nice and high. That's 8, 9. One more. That's 10. Okay, so we're on to our second set of the sprinters lunges. Again, we've got the option of the hand weight. So go to the setup again. Go down into a sprint position with a straight leg at the back. Grab onto your hand weight with 1 or 2 hands, then come back up and keep your weight forward. 1, 2, all over your front leg, all your weight. 3, 4, soft knees at the top. 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. Change legs. Go down to your lunge again to set up. Nice straight leg and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So back down to the press ups. So again, if you can't do full press ups, just go onto your knees. But do the same when you get to the bottom. Lift your hands up as high as you can and use your back muscles to lift your hands off the ground. Hold it for a count of 2 and then do a press up. Where we go. Oh, forgot to do that. So 1, 1, 2. That's 3 press ups. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1 more. 10. Great. So last round. We've got the glute bridges again. Again, you can either do a normal bridge or a one-legged variety, or with weight. It's completely up to you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great. Okay. So what am I doing? Sprinter's lunge. That's it. So again, down as if you're taking a sprint, and back up. Get nice and deep stretch in your glutes and your hip, and lift up from there. Sure to feel it. 2, 3. It helps to keep your weight forward So nice and two, a bit of an angle here. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm losing my balance. 2 more on this side. And change over.
Oh, I forgot that 8.
Step again. And back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So back down on the mat. The last set of our press-ups with a release at the bottom. So really down, lift your hands, 1, 2, and back up. 2, 3, 4. Any type of press up you like.
You just say you're very slapping.
7,
Yeah, well, I can't do
8, 9, 1 more,
that. No, I'm just gonna
10. Well done. Right, so that was our first circuit. So our second one, you can use hand weights for this. So it's called a renegade row. So you have your weight in the middle on the floor in front of you. And if you haven't got a weight, you'll see you can just replicate this movement without weight. So in a press up position in the plank, if that's difficult for you, go to your knees, or further to that, you can go on all fours. But try here first, and then support your body weight on one arm, grab your weight, and then row. I'm going to do 10 in total, so that's 5 reps on each side for a row. So that was 1, 2. If you all see that, swap over the hands, support your weight, and then row. Put it down, swap hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. So we've got goblet squats next. So either with a weight or no weight, nice wide stance, and go all the way down as far as your range of motion will take you, and back up. Just really slowly at the bottom, find out where you are, and you'll get slowly better at it as you carry on set. Nice and steady. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now go to ab work on your back, on your mat, oblique crunches. So hand to your ear and just twist your shoulder to your knee. And you can touch with your elbow if you like. That's 1. But really curl up from here rather than dragging your head towards your knee. So it doesn't matter if you can't get all the way up, just keep nice and tall in your neck. So that's 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold it at the top. 1, and back down. Change size. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Shush.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and one more at the top. Hold it. 10, and then back down. Great. So that's our first round. Go back to our renegade rows again. If you have some other weights, you can do it in a different way, or some heavy ones, or whatever you want to do. So back into the plank, and you can go up and weight if you want. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, back to our goblet squats. If you have a larger weight, you can use it. So bring it up to your chest, hold it like this, and then same pace as before. Nice controlled squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sure you keep nice and upright. 8. So try not to lean forward too much. Keep it here. 2 more. Very good. Back to our crunches on the mat. So just roll it up from the sides. Just touch your temple with your finger and roll up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and hold it at the top for 10, and back down, change over. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and roll it up. Use your hand on the other side for support if it's getting too difficult. Use your elbow as a lever. 2 more. 1 more. Hold it at the top. And then back down. Great. So our last round of these. So back to our renegade row. So you either did it how I had 2 weights, or if you've only got your hand weight, it's just 1 and you're rolling between the 2. So I'll demonstrate this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Back to goblet squats again. So grab your weight. And if you're using a kettlebell, grab it by the horns, and then if you can, flip it over on top, if that's okay. And rest it on your chest, up here, and squat down. That'll keep you more balanced. You don't have to go all the way down. If you feel like you're tipping forward, just stay a little bit higher. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way through with the hips, 8, 9, and 10. If you've got it like this, then just flick it down into the swing and put it down. There you go. So let's go with squats. Last set of crunches. Like that. And really reach across. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one on this side. 10. Okay, stop over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the last one, 10. Brilliant. Okay, we're on to our last round. I'm just going to grab a towel. So my mat's getting quite wet. So grab a towel and dry it off to make sure you've got some grip. Because we're going to go into a pike press up, which is a very shoulder dominant exercise, and we need all the grip we can get. So if you write those down. So for a pike press up, it's basically like a handstand press up, but we're still standing in a downward dog position. Hands up on the mat in front of you. Tuck your head in between your arms. So nice in line, nice wide grip. And just touch the crown of your head very gently onto the floor and push up. If that's difficult for you, then you can use a settee to change the leverage a bit and do the same thing. Just touch the top of your head to the floor. If you're worried about losing control on the bottom, you can use a cushion or just roll your mat up a little bit extra and then away you go. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Take a rest if you need to. 5. You don't have to do 10 reps. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so another core exercise. We're going to do some leg raises from the ground. So the important part about this exercise, get your hands nice and flat, place them under the arch of your back. And with your legs out in front of you straight, use your abdominal muscles. Just try and press down to your hands as hard as you can. And you should feel some definite pressure on your hands there. That means your core is nicely engaged. So you should have this pressure on your hands throughout the exercise. So as you lift up, all the tension goes here rather than into your lower back. If you don't have the strength to hold that, then you can use bent legs and just bring it up to your chest. So they're the 2 options. And if you lose control, just do less reps and just do good ones, good reps rather than quantity. So up we go. So 1, hit that tension, squashing your hands all the way down. Just squash them, squash these hands, keep that pressure there, and just touch the floor and back up. So that's going to be your abs working rather than hurting your back. So that's 4 for me, 5, 6, 7. If you need to take a rest, please do. Get that tension, squash those hands, and back up. For 3 more. 1, 2, bend your knees if you have to. 3. That's good. Right. So those are the leg raises. And now, to counterbalance that, we're going to do a variation of a Superman exercise. So you're on your front, but when you're on your front, we're going to have our arms by our sides, and we're going to point our thumbs upwards from here, point the thumbs upwards towards the ceiling, and then pull back and arch your upper back off the ground. So bring your chest up off the ground. Try to make the movement come from your upper back rather than your lower back. So if you feel it pinching down here, you've already hit the end range of motion from your upper back, so don't go that hard. And really pull your thumbs back. So it's 1, and down. 2, 3. Really bring those arms back as well as your chest, going up off the floor. 4, 5. It could be quite a small movement, because everyone has a different range of motion. You should feel it in your middle back. Really stretch out with your thumbs, up towards the ceiling, thumbs up, and then back down. 2 more. Really squeeze your shoulder blades, and back down. Great, so back to our pike press-ups. Remember, your options are, you've got a seat or something next to you, just makes the leverage a lot easier. Just touch your crown and back up. Or fold your mat over, just protect your head. Okay. There we go, pike push-ups. 1. You don't have to do 10, you can do 5 good ones. It's all up to you. It's a hard exercise. Five for me. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great, so back to our leg raises. Remember, we're trying to squeeze our back into the ground as much as possible, so we're squashing our hands here. So lay flat on your back, slide your hands under, and squash them. And away we go. Legs up. 1, 2, 3. And if you want to, you can push your hips higher at the top. 4, for an added benefit. 2, just lift your hips off the floor just a little bit at the top. 3 more. 2, and 1. Roll back up. Okay, Supermans with the thumbs up. Remember, it's a back exercise, so we're really trying to squeeze these shoulder blades together at the top, like this, as well as it's extending from here rather than down here. So lay down, thumbs up, and come up as high as you can, and squeeze, and then back down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just really squeeze those shoulder blades. 5, 6. Get those thumbs up, pointing towards the ceiling. Externally rotating your thumbs. 8, 9, and 1 more. Make it a good one, really squeeze. That's 10. Excellent. Right, our last round. Back to our pike press ups. So back to whatever variety works for you. Remember, this one's a difficult one, so quantity rather than quantity. Back down again. Nice straight arms, soft elbows. Touch your head to the floor very gently. That's 1. 2, you can go slightly wider if you want. Just make sure you don't slip. That's 5, 6, 7, 3 more, 2 more. Last one. Excellent. Great. Last round of leg raises. Remember to squeeze the hand just to protect your back. Off we go. That's 1. You can raise your hips at the top if you want to. 2, 3. 5.
Shut up, please.
7. 8. And 10. Excellent. Right. Our last exercise. So back to Superman's. Just really control this exercise. It's really good for your posture, especially if you do a lot of cycling. So you're always hunched over or working at a desk. This will undo some of that. So remember, really get your thumbs pointing up to the ground. So rotate them outwards until they're pointing backwards. And then come up. Squeeze your shoulder blades. And that's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. And hold them for a bit longer. 6. Hold it. 7. Hold a bit longer. 8. 9. And the last one we're going to hold for as long as you can. And that's 10. And you hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Brilliant. Well done. Okay, so that's it from my section. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to pass it over to Mary now. She's going to take over and we're going to do some stretching. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thanks, didn't enjoy that at all. Thank you.
Okay, so you can be standing if you like. I'm just going to sit because it's easier for you to see me. We're just going to do some arm exercise to begin with. We've done quite a few press-ups. Rico's very unhappy because he's not getting any attention, so he may come and join us. So just threading your fingers through each other and stretching out. And then stretching up, nice and tall. And then leaning over to one side. Keeping your arms together if you can. Then over to the other side. I want you to keep yourself in that position, but lean forward and really stretch with your elbows out, but stretch forward, feeling your lower back as you go forward. And then just coming up, and then remember which way your hands are crossed, curling round, and opening those shoulders back, opening your heart up. Turn your hand so your fingers face away from you. So open, don't be like this, we've been like that all day. If we've been at a desk, I want you to open, as Alex was doing, opening, pulling your shoulders back, pulling your shoulder blades down. Then if you can remember which way you threaded it, thread your arm the other way, and the same movements. So reaching up, it is slightly different, depending on which hand is on top. Going from side to side. But you remember your east and your west. Then you're going to come down, forward. Try and stretch from your lower back, stretching through here, stretching through. And allow your head to curl in, and this time bringing your elbow, holding onto your elbows and curl yourself in towards your feet. Just curling in, keeping your chin on your chest, coming up, your arms are still together and opening up. Somebody will be able to get their hands behind their head. We're then going to go into our tricep stretch. So one arm goes behind. You can bind if you like, or you can just pull that arm down, trying to get stretched through here, through the back of your arm, all the way down. It doesn't really matter where your feet are, they can be just where they're comfortable. Then changing over to the other side. So again, you can bind if you want to, or you just stretch, try and feel that stretch first. That arm comes down, and then you're trying to get through that rib cage there. All the way through the back of the arm and over you go. Can you put your head back as well? We're then just going to move our shoulders around. Just moving our shoulders around and around and around in the opposite direction. And now behind, I want you to hold on to your arm. So I want you to hold on to one arm. If you can get to the elbow, get to the elbow. And then I want you to turn your head, just gently, turn your neck to one side. So you're holding the elbow, you've got a counter stretch, you're holding this arm behind, and you pull that hand, and you're stretching over. You're just stretching over. And in the same movement, we've got a little bit more six wiggle, chins coming up, and you're stretching over to the other side, pulling that arm. We're then going to change arms, so that arm comes behind, and you're pulling that arm. If you can reach the elbow, then please do. Look to the opposite side, and around it goes. Looking up and looking through to that side. Then going to come down to our hips. We're going to use our hips and our body to help us stretch our arms. So remember, your knees are together and one leg goes out and the other leg goes out. This is what I call my 99. And again, just stretching from that knee, or my back arm is just bending. It'll be different for everybody, but I just want you to stretch from that knee or through that IT band over your head. I'm going to sweep the floor, coming forwards. Remember, some of you will be more flexible. And can you come round to the back foot and go right the way round backwards. Then we sweep the floor again. And we come back to where we began. Changing legs over. We lift up. And we reach back. Then come around. Reaching forward. And again, just going backwards. So just getting that twist through here. Try and keep that shoulder down. Just going backwards and around. Maybe you can to have the arm up or to have the arm down. And around we go. Okay, keeping this position, I just want you to come up onto your knees. If it's uncomfortable, just raise your hips. If you can, just coming up onto your knees and just stretching through here, just slightly differently. And it may be more comfortable to put that leg out straight. Ooh, you may wobble, it doesn't matter. Feeling it through there, all the way through. Just moving around that middle again. See if you can go to that foot. I can't quite go there. I'm just twisting through and I'm coming back around. So that was that knee forward. So now you need to change it to the other side. So that knee goes forward. And then you're going to come up. You will be somewhere different. You will find a stretch somewhere different. So just explore. Do you need to go over your head? Is that just a stretch through here? Going through your back. Going round, sweeping through the floor. Is one side a little bit stiffer? Can you head towards that foot? Remember, some of you will be more flexible. It's not a competition. Just go to your range and just inhale and exhale. And coming down. Going down onto all fours. We've been twisting. So I just want you to pull your tummy in and release. Just your cat-cow. Pull in. And as you release, look up. Pull your shoulders down. Stretching up. Remember, if your chin is up, your chin goes down first, and then you come in. Try and keep your shoulders away from your ears when you're looking up. Try and arch your back just a little as it feels comfortable. And just in and out. And then I want you to cross your knee to the diagonal. So your right knee will go to your left hand. And I just want you to play in that position. I want you to roll forwards and backwards. I forgot our props. If you want to go and get your foam roller or a ball, when you're in that position, you can pop a ball underneath your thigh, and that can help you move around. So you can just move around in that position. You're stretching, you're moving. You could be sitting on your foam roller. I've got a knobbly one. So I can go right onto my hamstring. I can roll it backwards and forwards. I'm just exploring. It doesn't matter what you're doing, you're just changing the fascia, making it move in a different way than it's moved today. So remember, we started off in our 4-point and we just crossed that knee over. So now we're going to cross the other knee over and we're going to move our props to the other side. So we're just going to go under your bottom. So that knee is going towards that arm. The foot can just be in a comfortable position and then just roll. Try and feel, can you feel a trigger point in here somewhere? You may be more comfortable sitting up. It really doesn't matter. Just rolling. Can you see I'm using my core as well? So you get two for one. I want to stretch. I want to roll back. I want to stretch. Wherever you are, it doesn't matter. From there, I feel like I want to just sit on it. I want to open my legs, my back can be straight, and just move backwards and forwards. So you're massaging all your glutes as you go backwards and as you go forwards. So I'm going to just come off the roller. I'm just going to put the roller to my calves. And I'm just going to flap my legs backwards and forwards. I can open and close my arms. Just all those calf muscles, you may have been doing a little bit more running than you used to. Pull those toes up. Remember, knees are tight. Pull those toes up. We can do our hamstring stretch with our leg elevated. So just coming down, inhaling, and as we exhale, we go down, 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 down. So it's an elevated hamstring stretch. But at the same time, you're using your roller, change the other leg. Toe comes up, going down, knee goes tight, tightening the quads, releases the hamstrings. So your quads are on top of your legs, your hamstrings at the back. Stretch through that Achilles, stretch through that toe. And I'm just going to get hold of my leg. I'm still keeping that leg elevated because I just want to today. And that's going to cross over onto my knee. But maybe I need to move it around first. You know the 4-point that we do? You can use the foam roller to roll in and out of the 4-point. You can use that as a back of the arm stretch as well. This time my hands are inwards. So as I roll, I'm stretching. So I roll, I'm curled, and I come up and I'm straight. Chin on chest, chin off of chest, nice and tall. And my hand is going up onto the fingers. So it's going palm to fingers. So I'm rolling back onto my heel of my hand and up onto my fingers. And change over legs. So that leg goes on that knee. I'm going to roll up and roll back. That's good, well done. I'm going to just use our little bit of bear pose that we used. If you came to my Friday circuits, your bear, this is your downward dog, which is nice and straight. Your bear means you come up onto your toes and you bring everything in a little. So that's your bear. And you can use that to rock backwards and forwards onto my fingertips, onto the heel of my hand. And as I'm doing that, I'm going onto my toes and I'm going onto my heels. Just rocking forwards and back in your bear pose. You can do a wider bear pose if you want and just get different muscles. That's nearly getting into your frogger. Remember our frog that we did? So your frog is when you squat wide and you come in. So you just balance. I'm not going to balance today. I'm just moving and stretching. And I may want to go from side to side. In fact, we haven't gone into our side lunge. So let's go to our side lunge one way and our side lunge the other. Feel that stretch. Feel it through there. And you know, once we've gone to our side, you know what happens? That elbow comes to the knee. Look at that long line. You're coming up through here, and you're coming through your spiral line, going to wherever you can. The knee and the elbow bind, and you go over, looking behind. If you can actually put that arm down and that arm up. But this is fine. So you can see how I'm twisted. Remember that arm can go down and look at the hand at the top. But you're okay to just stay here, just have a rest. And that was from your side lunge. So your side lunge, the other side. So going into our side lunge, we're then bringing that elbow round. The elbow comes round, the hip turns round, and you go into your twist. So see where your twist is? That's fine, your back leg is straight. Moving that shoulder away, and if you've got it, that hand can come up and that hand can come down. But it's okay just to be here. Just rock and roll a little there, just having that stretch. Going down to all fours, back into our 4-point. We're back into our child's pose. We're just going to go down into our child's pose and just allow our body to be. Find your breath. Inhaling and exhaling. And I know somebody will love that shin stretch with your toes pointed. Your hands can come in, your legs can go wide. Just want you to find a restful place. It's a really nice restful place. Just let it be. Inhaling and exhaling. Then we're just going to turn onto our backs. I just want you to give yourself a hug, a nice hug. So just allow your shoulders to rest. Try and get them away from your ears. Try and be level on the mat. Hands come under your knees and just hug in. Hug in with your chin coming to your knees. Nice, 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 big hug. And just let it go. Pop your legs up in the air. And just allow all that blood to drain down. Allow those veins to empty. If you want to bend your knees a little, that's fine. If you want to go up into your handstand, that's fine. But having your legs just up in the air is also quite fine. Just allowing things to go backwards. Allowing your heart to go backwards. And just allowing your knees to come in, your feet to go down the mat. And just allow your legs to open and your arms just to open. Just allow your hands to relax, palms up to the sky. And I challenge you just to inhale. On the exhale, just let go. Think about melting. Think about just letting it go. Taking that breath in and just let it go. A nice breath in. Just let it go. Let go of that tension. Let it go, let it go, let it go. And just feeling your hands, feeling your toes, moving your wrists. Let's do some wrist circles. Let's do some ankle circles. The elbows flex and point. Bring your knees up and down. Bring both knees up together. Then we roll onto the side. And then we go onto our right side. And then we push up. And we come back to seated. After all your hard work today, just going to take a nice breath. How we end it, we just let it go, let it go, let it go. Look up to the sky and let it go. Once more, big breath in and just let it go. And then waking up for a nice Monday evening. Oh, well done you, a lovely circuit from Alex, and I hope you enjoyed the stretch. Ending's a little stiff, just an extra wiggle. So thank you very much. Thank you for coming. We'll see you on Friday for a little bit of madness.
Thanks, Mary.
But it's a little bit faster. But
Thank
that's
you.
really cool to have so many people here.
Thanks very much, Mary.
Yeah, thanks, Mary.
Great.
Thanks, everyone.